Hey guys, Beer Rev Jr. here, back again with another Marvel Snap video. Today, we're going over a video I am redoing, a deck from a couple months ago called The Dollar Store. You might guess what that's named after, or you might have saw the title. It's a full one-cost deck. It works way better than you think. And no, I'm not afraid of Killmonger. Let's get into it. So we have the Hood. Unreveal, add a demon to your hand. -1/3 adds a 1/6. We have Kitty, Pryde, of course. We have Sunspot. After each turn, gain +1 power for each unspent energy. By the way, Kitty, Pryde, when this returns your hand, +1 power. Returns at the start of each next turn. Ant-Man, ongoing. If your side of this location is full, get +3 power. Then we have Bast. Bast is essential here for almost every single card outside of Titania. Bast boosts. The Bast turns the Hood into a superior 2-cost 9-power card. Then we have Forge, which on reveal give the next card you play +2 power. You can do that to Kitty, Pryde. We have Nebula. Each turn your opponent doesn't play a card here, +2 power. Agent 13 on reveal, add a random card to your hand that could be any cost. Agent 13 does that really well. Echo is an amazing counter card. After your opponent plays an ongoing card here, remove its abilities. Ghost, the other deck I used to have had Ebony Maw, and I switched out Ebony Maw for Ghost because Ebony Maw was just so hard to drop on 3 to where I would normally lose that location because I couldn't fill that location up with big enough power. So Ghost, ongoing, your cards are always revealed last. Then we have Snowguard, so underrated. I think this got popular when I started doing the Dollar Store deck. On reveal, add the Hawk and the Bear auras to your hand. Let's just say the Hawk is the better of the two. Hawk, on reveal, ignore all location abilities until the end of game. You really want to screw something up, you do this, you drop Hawk on turn 5, and no location abilities matter for the end of the game. Snowguard Bear, on reveal, trigger the effects of this location. This is super useful in niche situations where it's going to benefit your deck, but you know that based on the archetype of your opponent's deck, it doesn't. Sometimes it benefits both decks, but you might be able to outweigh the benefits by having it, by re-triggering the location for you. And last but not least, Titania. We could have added Ice Man, we could have added Yondu. After any card is played here, this card switches sides. Titania 1/5, it's such a good card. If you play this last on turn 6, it really works. So, before I even get started into playing, yes, elephant in the room is Killmonger can absolutely destroy this deck. But I want to challenge you. When have you seen Killmonger recently in a deck outside of Destroy? And don't you usually start feeling like when you play Destroy decks, you usually start going up against other Destroy decks in the matchmaking? Might just be me, but Killmonger is not as popular as people think it is because people aren't going to be looking for this type of deck. It's just going to be convenient. Not only that, I have only gotten completely destroyed and decimated by Killmonger with this deck one single time. That's it. That's it. And it was a turn 6 drop. Because most of the time that people play Killmonger, it's a turn 3 drop. And guess what? 4, 5, and 6, you could play 4 1-cost cards on turn 4, 5 on 5, and 6 on 6. You can place half your deck still. So I'm not worried about Killmonger. That was just my little aside. I know people are worried about it. So let's get into it. Dollar Store time. And yes, by the way, every single deck has a hard counter. I don't care what it is. There's going to be a hard counter out there. Just throwing that out there. Let's just have fun with this. This one's a super fun deck. I call it the Dollar Store. And this is why it benefits. Look at this. Add a random card to each player's hand. Okay, we are going to get started with Kitty Pryde in the middle lane. All right, Kitty Pryde, Agent 13. All right, we've got Gila. So we got some interesting cards out here. So we're gonna play Echo at the hub. We are also gonna put Ghost out there. I'm gonna put, not gonna put Snowguard back. I'm gonna put Kitty Pryde back at the raft. He's playing Captain America and Colossus. Looks like an ongoing deck, could be Spectrum. But we're gonna be at revealing last now, so that's okay. And we do have Bast, but we are actually gonna play Rescue at the raft. They got their cost out first. We could have got it, but we didn't have priority. That's okay. Not at the end of the world. See, they played a rock to get their free 6 cost. I'm not worried about this, because now we know what they have. And I'm going to be able to play Snowguard and Kitty Pryde and Bast all right here, because I'm not going to be playing Gila on 6, but I'm definitely going to be able to Bast these rocks to actually being useful. All right, so here we go. We got Forge. We already won the raft, but we're gonna put a rock there anyways. Actually, we're not putting a rock there because that's getting forged. We're gonna. Oh, doesn't matter. They already knew it was coming. Look, they didn't have Killmonger, did they? No, they didn't. What just happened, buddy? You just lost to a cost 1 deck. I took you to the dollar store, bought you some stuff. Let's go. Let's do it again. I love this deck. It's my favorite anti-meta fun. You're just putting a deck together. Goated 1-cost cards. Yes, Killmonger kills it. But True Skeptic's going to find out how fun it is if you don't have Killmonger. Snap City, baby. Let's go. Snap. All right. So Forge can technically give the Hood +2 power, so it's only -1. So we are actually going to play Forge and the Hood right here, right next to each other. Because we have Super Flow going on, that's really going to help us. But since we have a bunch of 1-cost cards, we actually don't need to boost. We don't need to play Super Flow the whole time. Not play Super Flow. We're going to play there eventually. Probably a lot earlier than we think because we have a bunch of 1-cost cards. So, I am going to play Ant-Man. I am going to play Kitty Pryde. I am going to play Nebula on 3. In case something weird with 3 happens where it's like you can't play there. Or it's like Luke's bar, thankfully. You know, if that's the case, that would be weird, but sometimes you want to watch out for that. Alright, so Nebula, we got Super Flow. What is it? Draw 2 cards. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think it's time to play it Super Flow. So, we are going to play Demon. We're going to play Agent 13. We're playing Kitty Pryde. We're playing Snowguard. We're not playing Sunspot yet. Alright, he's playing Venom. He might have Killmonger. I don't know if he's looked at everything yet. There's only 1-cost card sitting over here. He might have noticed. I don't know if he has. What we get? We get another Sunspot. We get another Sunspot. That's hilarious. Alright. And we ended up getting the rock on our side, of course. That's kind of brutal. That's kind of brutal. We're gonna play the Hawk. I don't really want them to have the Super Flow option anymore, and I'm playing Kitty Pryde here. So Snowguard Hawk. Now Super Flow is irrelevant till turn 6, which doesn't matter anyways. I mean, it might a little bit, but all right. They played Null and Venom on that lane. I don't know why. I don't care why. That's great. It's 5. I'm playing Kitty Pryde. And I'm playing Sunspot. I don't know. This is a problem because I have to. This is fine because we have Sunspot. It's fine. I'm absolutely going to play another Sunspot. I'm just not sure how I'm going to play it yet. Olympia. Okay. Alright, so he's Carnaging. Deadpool. X-23 might hop over. He has Saber. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. All right. I think I'm still gonna win this, but I'm just not sure. So like, Kitty Pryde isn't gonna get boosted again past. I mean, at this point, it might be more beneficial playing Titania to get that extra one, and then playing Sunspot for 4, or just Kitty Pryde. I don't know. It's kind of tricky. Yeah, because it doesn't really matter. You think he's gonna play something there? Yeah, he's probably gonna play something there, isn't he? Let's not play Titania. Let's play Sunspot there and Kitty Pryde here. Let's just go with that. Not play Titania. Just risk it for the 4. Okay. And we lost. No! That's okay. We couldn't get Sunspot and Nebula rocking. I didn't have the perfect draw. So you're going to lose some. You're going to lose some against big power. That will happen. And I'm kind of glad you guys saw that, because that is the downfall of this deck. So let's look at it again. It's the Hood, which you get the Demon, 1/6 Demon. You get Kitty Pryde, Sunspot, Ant-Man, Bast, Forge, Nebula, Agent 13. So you get a random, any type of card. You get Echo. Ghost is interesting because Ghost forces you to unreveal last. So that does kind of counter a Killmonger. If they go for, if you have Ghost out there, at least the turn that Killmonger gets played, whatever cards you were about to play aren't going to get killed, because they're all 1 cost. So there's a little bit of countering Killmonger, but it's very specific. I'm not really worried about it though. You know, like, we just played a destroy deck. We didn't see Killmonger. We just got blasted by power. And I got kind of screwed by the rock with the Ant-Man in the middle. So did I play that right? Probably not. You know, I haven't played this deck in a while, so I'm just kind of get used to it again. So yeah, I'd love you guys to check this deck out. It's on Marvel Snap Pro. I'll leave a link in the description. Also leave a link to the old video you can go watch. It's very, very similar. I think maybe 1 or 2 cards are different. I don't have Forge in there or Ghost. I have something like Ebony Maw, maybe Iceman. But it plays pretty similar. You guys get the gist. With all that said, I wanted to say thank you guys very, very much for watching this video. If you like Marvel Snap deck building content, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. You're trying to get into Marvel Snap. Say, hey, you don't have to be collector level 5600. You could just be a starter deck. Look at this weird guy. He's making 1 cost cards. Doable. Rank 70. So I said all that to say thank you very much for watching. I'm back every day. I will see you guys again tomorrow with another Marvel Snap deck build. Take care.